We play and call it work.
After the clash at the pass, Possum sent the scouts out to make sure there were no more demons around. There were. Their camp was a day's journey away from us. I can't believe that in the middle of nowhere we came upon an entire company of brutes. Maybe Possum's luck has run out. We leave the foothills and begin the return trek to Veridin to warn the chapter of this new danger. 2 days we march without break. On the third we come into a desolate, cracked plain, and sounds of battle reach us. A cloud of smoke hangs on the horizon, figures flashing within. Possum grabs the spyglass and curses loudly. It's a long convoy of settlers, over a dozen carts in all. I don't know what they were running from, but they fell from the frying pan into the fire. A swarm of demon worshippers has beset them. The settlers are a good mile away, defending themselves with the last of their strength. We move to help them, switching our steam armors to full power, but it quickly becomes clear that we won't make it in time. Luckily, a few light-armed pilgrims are serving in the patrol. They overtake us and run to the battle. Torlin is at the front, waving his steam lance. I'd never had believed the old man to be so fast and so crazy. Maybe we can save these civilians after all, but at what price? We smell blood! Our roar shook the mountains through the night. Ghosts of the elders who watch over their company from the Kyber netherworld provided us with a chance of redemption. Here, now, in this forgotten wasteland, warriors of the human chapter have appeared. They'll make a first step on our long road to atonement. They're moving quickly for naked apes. They've got good scouts, and they almost leave no trace. Unfortunately for them, the thought of battle ignited a fire within us. We hunted these humans without rest, and our skin itched in anticipation of a new nail. When we finally saw them on the horizon, the company howled. The battle was underway. Pitiful creatures from the terror caste wanted to steal our glory. We rushed ahead, knowing well that we were still some miles away. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Skull chanting some spell. A moment later, he vanished into thin air, and his reedy figure reappeared far ahead among the fighters. I stopped in surprise. I never expected this slimy creature to show the courage worthy of the sons of Kyber. Welcome to Scenario 2, Casualties of War, of the Edge Dawnfall board game. If you're not familiar with this game, we've already played the first scenario in a narrative-type campaign of chapter versus demons, and we explain all that in much more detail in that one, so go and watch that game first. Otherwise, you'll be kind of confused by this. We'll still try to go over rules as we play, but really we're trying to showcase the cool aspect of the campaign nature of this. And so in this one, the chapter just starts with a single pilgrim squad, and I get to start with a Master of Elements and 2 squads of Dark Scholars. Now unfortunately I don't have enough Dark Scholars that are painted, so I have to put one ugly unpainted one. Sorry, it's not ugly, it's a beautiful model. It's just, I like painted models better. But because I lost my last game and got the consequence of a force divided, have to start with 1 less model. So that's why there's only 2 Dark Scholars in this squad. They're normally squads of 3. So I have that disadvantage. You're going to have more forces show up, Rob, as the game goes on, in turn 2 and in turn 3. This is only 5 turns. The chapter side needs to survive, and I need to kill all the pilgrims. All those filthy pilgrims need to die. That is my goal. We've already rolled off and done some of this setup. I'm going to get first turn, which means right now Rob gets to move 1 squad before the game begins. So that's the advantage of not going first. So go ahead and move your squad. Each guy can move up to 2 spaces. They do not have to stay together.
Alrighty.
Grab that crystal. Grab that crystal. Grab that crystal. And
I don't know if I want to grab that crystal because you're going to come in and kill me. Ah! Yeah, why not?
okay, and grab that crystal. And then I will have first turn. In my turn, am going to move this squad of Dark Scholars. They move 2, so I'm going to go 1, 2, and disrupt your control of this one. I'm going to go 1, 2, and 1, 2. Disrupt your control of that crystal. For now. I'm going to discard one of my action cards. I don't like it. I'm going to draw a new one instead. And that is my turn. So on to your turn 1, Rob. Active or passive?
I'm going to just active.
Active, okay.
Active.
What would you like to do?
I am going to spend one of my crystals, and I'm playing the bottom one, Energy
Drain. Collect 1 crystal from each controlled crystal source with a pilgrim in base contact. So there are 2 of those.
Yep.
You control both of those. I've contested those 2. So you gain 2 crystals. That's what you would have gotten on a passive turn.
Yes.
Now it did cost you a crystal to do it in your active turn.
What I'm going to do is I'm also going to spend 1 crystal, and I'm playing Overwatch.
So this is an attachment that, well, it's actually more than Overwatch, any squad in combat, that it charges, and when he spends a charge, either all the models in the squad can attack, or one of them can backstab. And a backstab is basically that you get to attack and the enemy does not get to attack back. And then you're activating your Pilgrim squad?
Yes, I'm activating my Pilgrim squad, and I'm going to do the move first. So I'm just going to move this guy over 1 space and 2 spaces. This guy is going to go over 1 space right here.
And the last one?
This gentleman right here. Now the name of the game is Survive, so I'm thinking he is going to go 1 space, 2 space.
Coward. Are you gonna use your last card?
Yep, 2 cards.
You're gonna draw a card, so you're done your turn.
Yes, I'm done on my turn.
We go to turn 2 and read script number 29. The Master of Elements raised his eyes above the heads of the battling cultists and pilgrims. He saw that the rest of the chapter's forces was approaching quickly, while the demons were still far behind. The odds of winning were slim. Yeah, no kidding. In the creature's head, a new thought was brewing. If he was about to die, shouldn't he take as many white apes with him as possible? Wouldn't it be better for the enemy to come too late to save what was most precious to them? So I have a choice here as a demon player. I can just keep fighting, or I can remove one of my Dark Scholars and then place the sticker A12 Slaughtered Settlers on the campaign map. I'm not sure what that's going to do, but I like the idea of it for 2 reasons. One, I can get rid of this unpainted model. So he's going to run off, I'm going to slaughter some settlers! And I don't think I'm going to be able to win this anyways, because you just keep running away like a little chicken. Little chicken! So let's go place that sticker. So we're going to place sticker A12 right here to show that you slaughtered a bunch of your settlers. You chicken, you coward. You basically, your pilgrims are just like, no, you can't attack us. And they stepped aside and ran away, leaving a gap for me to run through and attack your settlers. Way to go, pilgrims. Yeah, filthy pilgrim. Also, you get a holy knight. He arrives, place him on the edge of the map, at least 1 space away from everything that's important. So, yay. My turn. I'm going to place this special attachment onto my Dark Scholar squad that's at full strength. So, and that gets an enchantment. So basically for the enchantment I can move all of them, or if I get 2 of them I can blow up one of the Dark Scholars, and all models within base and in the same space as it take a hit. So you have to roll to hit it and then they can take a wound. I'm going to spend that charge right away to move that squad. You shall not run away from me, sir. And I'll activate that squad and move. I'll move here. 1, 2. Then every one of them is going to attack. I will start here. Pretty desperate, so I'm going to use... Yeah, I'll use a crystal to boost this attack. I want to get rid of the endurance on this one so I can kill the other 2 who are far away from my troops. That's the plan here. So a +0 to my attack. Oh, okay, 6. That means you have to spend a crystal to stay alive.
I'm spending a crystal to stay alive.
Well, you're not going to stay alive necessarily. That just means you get to roll. You need to get a 6 in total and you get a +1. So you need to roll a 5 or a 6.
It's alright, I'm getting 6 right here.
Nope.
No!
You lose the 1 endurance on this squad. So now you get to hit back. We're both the same initiative, by the way. We're both 2s, and so the attacker, or the active player, gets to go first. I should have said that at the beginning. So you have 1 crystal left. Did you want to use it to make it a red die?
No, I am just going to
just yellow die attack.
1 to 1.
Yeah, 1 to 1. You get a +1 attack. I get a +1 defense.
And of
0.
course I get 0.
So that'll not do anything because I can't not roll a 0 at least. So we're going to do this attack next. Just yellow die. I get a +0 versus your +1. So I can't hurt him. Can he hurt me? Roll back.
And?
No.
No.
Okay, and then I'm attacking your last guy. You can't fail that. You get a +1.
Yep.
And I didn't get a plus anything. I had to roll 2 or higher. I'm going to use this card to gain a temporary crystal. That just goes here until I use it. Once I use it, it's gone. It doesn't expire, though, while it sits there. And then I replenish my deck back up to 3. Your turn. Active or passive?
Active. My Holy Knight is going, I'm going to pay 1 crystal.
Your last crystal.
My last crystal. And I'm going to play Leap.
So he gives him a move of 4 through obstacles, and until the end of the turn, he automatically wins initiative in any combat. So move him 4 then. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, I want to say right there.
And then, so that was not his activation, that was just the card. So now what do you want to do?
Now I'm going to fight your...
So you're going to activate him?
Yes.
And so he attacks. His initiative is 1. I would go first normally, but your leap card gives you winning initiatives. So you get to attack first, and you got a +1 versus my +2. You don't have any crystals to help you here, so you're just rolling the yellow die, +1.
Anything but a 0. Of course.
That die is just rolling lots of zeros. I get to hit you back. I'm tempted to use my temporary crystal just so I could not roll the yellow die. I get a +1 attack against your +2. But you've got, yeah, no, I'm not going to spend it on that because I don't need to kill the Holy Knight. I need to kill the pilgrims. So naturally I roll a 0, which you cannot fail. This seriously, we've rolled a lot of zeros. There's 2 zeros on this. So it should come in 1 out of 3 times. But I barely ever see these other numbers. Do these other numbers even exist? Yep, they do.
No other cards to use, and that is going to end my turn. I just pick up 1 more card to replenish, and that's it.
As we go to turn 3. In turn 3, you actually get 2 more pilgrims. We only have unpainted ones at this point. I thought surely I'd kill a couple by this point. It wouldn't be a problem. 2 more pilgrims show up. I'm supposed to read the same script again, but there's no point. It just says the same thing, that I could sacrifice a guy, but I've already put the sticker on there, so there's no other benefits to me doing that. So we're just going to continue the game at this point. My turn. I'm going to use this card to gain a temporary crystal. The mind control just won't work because I have to be in ritual mode, which requires me to drop all my defenses. So temporary crystal. So now I've got 2. I'm going to activate the squad of the Dark Scholars. They're going to fight, then move, if I feel like moving. We're going to start over here. So I'll have this one attacking that one over there. I'm going to use one of my 2 temporary crystals to boost. And I get a +0. So 5, you get a +1, so you'd have to roll a 4 on the yellow die, or you don't have any crystals actually.
I don't have any crystals.
So you have to roll a 4.
There, I rolled a 4.
Nice try. Roll it a little better. Roll. Thank you.
No!
See, 0. So that one's dead.
This guy.
And then I'm going to attack the next one. I'm going to use my other temporary crystal. 6. So you can't survive that. So he's dead.
He's dead.
And I'm all out of crystals here, so I just have to use a yellow die. Naturally roll a 0. Seriously? Is there something wrong with this die? Marcin! You get to strike back. +1 versus +1. Roll the yellow die there, Rob.
And I am going to strike back with vengeance!
Oh, 3. 3. So I had to roll 3 or higher. 4!
Oh my god!
I'm going to throw away a card that I don't care about and draw 2 more. Your turn. Active or passive?
I'm going to be active.
Okay.
On
Activate.
my turn, I'm going to take my Pilgrim card and flip it over to use the run mode.
Oh, you're going to run away.
Oh yeah.
So that's these 2. So they can move 4 spaces. And they can disengage from combat. There's no rule saying that you cannot. In fact, it even says that you can.
And he's running 4 spaces.
That's 2 spaces, man. You just went in a
yes.
you just went in a triangle.
Okay, well,
just to make yourself feel more special.
Yeah, he's running. He's
Yeah, he's you can't catch me.
Yep.
And the other one, 4 spaces.
The other one is going to go 1, 2, 3. That's probably, I think this is the wrong way to run here, but too late now.
Okay. Have any cards you're going to use?
I am going to not play any cards.
Okay. Turn 4. We're almost out of turns. I'm going to use this card. Move all models in 1 demon squad. It's going to have to be these guys. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then I'm going to activate them. And we're going to go here. I want to go after them. Yeah, I should. If I'm really going for a win here. I got to kill every last one of them. And he'll move to here, and then we'll attack, attack, attack. We'll start with him. But first, I want to use this dark power, exchange 1 demon endurance for 2 temporary crystals. So the Master of Elements is going to sap himself of some of his endurance, and I'm going to get 2 temporary crystals. You know what? I'm going to use these red, cool-looking crystals. That's my temporary crystals. They're going to go away very fast. For example, now, temporary crystal, gone. Red die, +0. 5. So you got to roll a 4 on the yellow. Oh wait, your pilgrim is... He's in run mode. He's got a +0.
Yeah.
So he's gone because you don't have any ways to get a red die. So he's just gone.
Yeah, because it only goes up to 4. No!
And then I'm going to use my other temporary crystal right here while you're weak. And I get a 6, and he's gone. Whew.
I don't like...
I'm out of crystals, so I'm just going to be using the yellow die. That's a 1. You can't fail that because your regular pilgrims, not in run mode, have a +1 defense.
Right.
So you can strike back, +1 versus +1.
Here goes!
0! Look at that! This is why I avoid the yellow die. And I'm going to use my last card, Dark Power. And I'm going to sap some more energy. You know what? I'm going to do it from that lonely Dark Scholar over there. Because who cares about him? For 2 temporary crystals. They're all mine. Your turn 4. Active or passive?
Active.
What are you going to do on your turn?
I am going to first fight this gentleman right here. And then I'm going to move, yes.
Okay, now we both have the same initiative, which means you get to go first with this one guy. Just a yellow die, you don't have any crystals. 0! So I get to hit you back. I already used my temporary crystals. So I will hit you back. Okay.
Yep.
And now you can move.
I'm going to move, but first I'm going to play a card. It's called Move.
Okay.
So I get to do 2 spaces because movement is 2. Whoops.
And then they can move.
And then they're going to move another 2 spaces.
Coward. That was too far.
Oh yes, that's right. My bad.
And then you're done your turn?
I am finished my turn.
Turn 5, the last turn. I don't know how I can do this. So my turn, I'm going to use Teleport. I need a crystal, which I don't have, so I'm going to sap this Dark Scholar's endurance to do it instead. Teleport 1 demon model. It can push. All that means is I can teleport this guy over here. Hello. How are you? And then I'm going to play Fireball, which costs 2 crystals. So he's going to sap all of his endurance. And Fireball, choose a target space, range 3. Wait. Before I do this, I'm going to activate him. Sorry, I did the wrong order because this is very important. I'm going to activate him. So hold on, I'm going to teleport. I just realized I have 1 chance to win here. I'm going to teleport him here. I'm going to activate him, move him 3 squares, and then attack. I only get +1 attack though. 2! Well, I can win if you roll a 0. Can you roll a 0 for me, please? No!
No! Yes!
Okay, so I cannot win, but you get a bonus special thing if you have at least 2 pilgrims alive. So now I'm going to sap his 2 endurance and cast Fireball. I choose a space, which is the one that they're both in, and I attack every one of those models, not with his... You don't get to attack me back. I'd get a +2 if I was in Primal Focus mode, but I'm not because I wanted to attack you, and the effect is a wound each. So I can't kill them both, though, because the first one that takes a wound, he'll lose the endurance. So if I had knocked the endurance off, I could have killed both of them. So let's do that, sapping both my endurance. So my guys are not looking too good, but after this it doesn't matter. And then attacking each of them. Yellow die versus yellow die, but I get a +0 and you get a +1. So I attack the first one, and you can't fail that one. And attack. Okay, so I do nothing to either of them.
Woohoo!
So you still technically have a turn, but you get no bonuses and I get no penalties for you killing any of my models. So we don't actually have to play out that last turn. And so not only do you get your reward for surviving, but you're going to get a special reward because you have at least 2 pilgrims as well. Good job, major victory.
Whoa!
If not for the fact that most pilgrims aren't exactly right in the head, the settlers would have died before our eyes. Luckily, the suicide charge of Torlin, see, he was suicide charging. You were supposed to, like, fight. Anyways, and the others held the demons back until the rest of our forces joined them. Many unarmed people died, though many others were saved. Now they're treating us like heroes, though we have no idea what to do with them. Twine's running between the wounded with her arms covered in blood to her elbows. Possum wants to move on. We can see another squad of demons on the horizon. I jump in to help Twine, and together we load the wounded onto carts. She says nothing, but I can see a gleam of gratitude in her eyes. So you get to add 3 to your Borderland Settlers. So this is going to be your Borderland Settlers marker. So it tells you basically how many settlers are moving along with your posse. And because at least 2 of your pilgrims survived, you get a bonus +1. So there's up to 4. But because this sticker is present, you lose 1 of them. So I killed some of your settlers because you kept running and leaving openings, so I just went through and did it. I wish I could have done it twice. I would have done it twice.
No.
I would have done it twice. And then it says a sticker A06, which is not there, is present on the campaign map. We'd play scenario 4, but it's not. So we're going to play scenario 3 next, which means in our next battle report, we're going to be playing scenario 3 to see what happens in the story. You've been doing very well so far, and I'm going to continue. Oh, you didn't even use your one-use only potion of getting endurance back. You didn't need to.
Nope. I successfully used the fine martial arts Kaufu and ran away. The cowardly art of running away. Kaufu. Yes, you did. Yep. Didn't you, Rob? I did. You did. Well, I hope that you enjoyed that. Make sure you check out The Edge Dawnfall. We're going to put links in the description below, and stay tuned for another battle report where we're going to be playing scenario 3 to see what happens next in the story. Thanks for watching. Happy wargaming.